Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer from Tactical. They're out of Baldwin Park in Orlando, and it's a collaboration with Vietnamese, which is actually I don't know if it's not a franchise, it's just like a restaurant with multiple locations, and very delicious Vietnamese food there. And also the Vietnamese food in Orlando is actually crushing. Way better than New York, which is actually really known for Vietnamese food compared to like LA. But Orlando really has a big Vietnamese community, and there's a little area of downtown Orlando-ish that is called like Little Saigon. Really cool. It's a great Vietnamese food. But anyway, this is a pho style goza. That is crazy. Who would have thunk to make like a beef-based noodle soup sour? That's absolutely insane. It's pho spices, Thai basil, lime, and jalapeno. And it goes. And it's called PhoSho. Sorry, PhoSho. So wait, PhoSho. 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 Yeah, whatever. PhoSho. The beer has a funky flavor, color to it, obviously, with the addition of, I guess, the spices, jalapeno, and all this other stuff. It looks murky. It's got a little bit of sediment, not too much chunky chunk, but it's got this like bronze, this kind of like brownish gold color, right? Like it's just like a medium deep gold with this kind of like hue to it of like brownish. On the nose, smells pretty nice. Definitely get the bright citrusy kind of not citrusy, like bell pepper slash jalapeno green peppery pyrazine thing, right? Get some of those spices in there. Definitely get that warm spices. Huh. I'm curious what spices are in here. I assume there's some salt in here, but it has this kind of like broth kind of thing to it, which is weird. Like, yeah, there's no. This is vegetarian, and there's no like meat in here, but it smells like meat. It smells like meat soup. I guess that's the goal, but interesting. Very umami forward, and for sure a lot of jalapeno. Wow, that is so weird. They really recreated the flavors of pho. So the beer is actually really nice, kind of like goes up Berliner kind of thing. Not very sour. It's like tart, medium minus sourness. So tart, not really like that sour at all. But it hits on the sides of the palate a little bit, so it like starts off like medium minus, and it hits it probably medium sour at best. So I'd call it like, again, more tart than really sour. And then it's got all that length of that like soup brothy thing. The crazy idea about this beer is that it uses those spices and the flavors to really recreate. Like, I didn't realize that so much of the taste of pho is actually just like the non-meat part of it, right? It's the spices, the Thai basil, lime, and jalapeno. This beer tastes like meat, which is weird because, like, again, I always associate pho with like beef broth and like you know, meatballs and the ribeye and the thinly shaved steak and all that stuff. Like, wow, yeah, it's got a really nice kind of savory umami thing in the middle. I don't know what it is. Like, it's almost like there's MSG in this beer. It's crazy. I'm curious what the pho spices they're using are, because it is obviously like a pack of spices with like lemongrass and what's it like star anise, on and on. Actually, I actually can't really name all the ingredients in the pho concoction off the top of my head, but yeah, at least a few of those. So it's got this really nice kind of like candy sugar sweetness up front, which is quite nice, along with that acidity. And then it comes on with this kind of like wafting kind of like soupiness. It actually reminds me a little bit of like not tonkatsu like ramen, but like not tonkatsu ramen, but like what like shoyu or shio ramen, right? Like lighter chicken or soy based, like lighter ramens. Again, you're thinking about clear, simple broth, like clear broth, not thick, creamy ones. And that's obviously what pho is. This beer is fun. This beer is so fun. It's so unique. It's so fun. The cool thing about it is that it's really drinkable as well. If you don't want to think about the pho elements, it really is this kind of like lightly green jalapeno-y, right? A little bit of that. Obviously, the flavors do end up coming in a little bit more, but it's really nice, kind of like light, zippy kind of goza with a little bit of herbal touch to it. And then, if you really want to think about it, the savory, like kind of spice and herb elements then come in, right? and the beer's so dry and clean, so it's really fun. It gets rid of those flavors pretty quickly that you want to try it again because like your brain keeps tricking you into like, wait, is this sour beer or am I drinking like bone broth? And like your brain just keeps going back and forth, and like you can sort of turn your brain off thinking about that bone broth part, and you just get a really nice kind of like tart, zippy, a little bit jalapeno kind of goza. But then, if you think about it more, it goes back and forth, and then you get another sip, and it goes back and forth. And it's fun because like the palate just keeps clearing off. This is a very fantastic beer, hugely unique. This might be one of the coolest beers I'm going to review all year. Yeah, I wish I actually had more. You know what? I'm going to probably try to think about getting more cans of this just to like show on to people. Like it's like, hey, let me show you this like bone broth tasting, pho tasting sour. Like it's such a mind f. Like it's so confusing, and I love it. This beer gets a solid 96. Yeah, solid 96. Screw it. That is just simply mostly for how unique. Well, drinkability is high, but then also like the uniqueness, and it's drinkable and unique and tasty. So it does all those cool things, but the unique just like pushes it up so high. Like this is cool as hell. PhoSho, like check it out. This is one of the weirdest beers I'm gonna have all year, one of the most unique beers I'm gonna have all year, but also obviously 96, one of the tastier beers I have all year. Until next time, guys, cheers later.